The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dragons of Rio de Janeiro taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Hey, Lion!
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Boy, 2 plays and they're already across midfield, and that cannot be what you're expecting if you're the defensive coordinator. Neither time the pass rush got home. Now the question you've got to answer, do you bring more pressure or do you drop someone else back in coverage?
On first down, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Lawrence. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jaguars at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
26 yards. First down, Raiders.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground.
Touchdown! Jelani Woods from 21 yards away. And the Dragons are an extra point away from drawing level. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Right, let's
Ball
go.
on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Sink right.
On play action, Lawrence rolling to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. But you look at this defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They go play action with Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. The deep to return is Josh Downs. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running straight ahead, Taylor shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Richardson. Caught by Woods. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
These two teams all tied after one. This now a 3rd and 4. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it'd be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down.
That game.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Escapes the defender. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking...
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Hey, chill.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to move back in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Dragons.
Go check.
Play action. Now Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On the option left, Richardson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Okay, break. Alert, alert.
Take this one in for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Dragons have moved out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
McManus on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action with Richardson. Finding Pierce on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
A give for Taylor running right. Now the ball comes loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready?
On first down, Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 5-yard line.
Second down, here's Richardson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Pierce. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Let's go now.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Richardson now on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Romeo Dobbs. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Richardson will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Hey, run! Clock.
Toss left side for Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 14-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That is caught, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Rip, 23.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11.
A give running right, ETN. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay, here's ETN. Room here to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
22-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Another tote for ETN. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Lawrence to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it, here's Etienne. Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, go, go!
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Etienne on the toss right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 75 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And 2 at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Get it!
A gain of 4 yards. In the real 1st down.
And this one complete to Doolin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll hand off to Hall. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Evan Hall with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dragons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Jaguars 28.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
All right, let's go.
2nd and 10.
Go, go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Shaquille Leonard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.